Thank you for joining me on the mat today. This is a 30-minute class, and in this class we're looking at backbends, and in particular we're looking at how to extend the spine as evenly as we can, depending on how your body works right now. And the things in particular that we'll consider are how to stabilize the lumbar spine and how to mobilize the thoracic spine, and what strength and length you need to do that. But let's stop talking about it. And I want you to, and let's actually do it. I want you to have two blocks. So pillow block, under shoulder block, and a belt. These could also be rolled up towels. Okay, and don't be shocked. I know we normally start with a squat, but sometimes it's good to mix it up. So start with your legs bent. Let's put the belt where you can find it easily. Okay, so happiness is in the details. The pillow block is under your head, and the other block, yeah, can you see it's behind the shoulders. So it's under the thoracic spine, it's touching the shoulder blades, and lift your head and make sure the forehead is higher than the chin. And you could also bring that block higher, or you could put another towel or blanket on it. Okay. Lift your hips up off the floor slightly and tuck your buttocks under. So let's say we're lengthening there. Bring your thumbs or bring the backs of your hands and push your buttocks away. Yeah, and then come down. And there's length there. Extend the legs away. Squeeze the legs towards each other. And again, we're never looking for pain. So make sure that is relatively comfortable, or perhaps truer to say, out of pain. Put your belt on your abdomen and bring your hands by your sides. Relax your shoulders. Take your hands wider than your mat. Can you extend the legs away? So put a bit more work in your legs, but relax your upper body. Okay. And now grab the belt, hold it shoulder width apart, and let's take it all the way over to the floor or towards the floor. Arms are straight, you're holding the belt, you're squeezing the belt, and you're pulling on the belt. Knuckles can be on the floor, or you could be in the air. Yeah, so the chest is lifting. Reach those heels away a little more now. Feel the shape. Yeah, can you practice this idea of lengthening and softening, noticing, extending? Take a breath. Be really clear about where that block is between your shoulders. Let that make a really clear impression. And then keep your arms where they are. Bend the legs, stand them near your bottom. Press the feet down evenly and lift your hips up off the floor. Good, stand the feet down and then bring those arms over towards your legs and then come all the way down. Okay, roll off to the side. Roll all the way over. Put those blocks away. Take the knees apart. Toes to touch, and walk your hands forward now. Slide your hands forward. Head is hovering off the floor. Can you remember where the block was? Can you imagine you're moving that place both forwards towards your head and back towards your hips? Take a breath. And then inhale, lift your head and walk your hands back. So pose of the child is a great way to feel the length of your spine, but so is dog pose. So let's find dog pose. The wrists are under the shoulders and the fingers are spread, the arms are straight. The chest moves forward and the hips move back. Step to plank. Bend your legs, lift your hips, lift the crease of your hips. Check on your hands, the last thing you can see before you look towards your feet. Hands are pressing down. Crease of the hips is lifting. Arms are squeezing straight. Straighten the legs. Lower the heels or not, depending on what suits you. Feel the length of your spine. Let's be clear about what we're doing. We're being present. Of course, we're building upper body strength, hamstring length. But for this class today, I want you to use dog pose as a way to extend your spine and notice that extension. Yeah, the lumbar spine in particular, that's the lower back, is long. Okay, lift the heels and let's step that right leg forward. Bring it forward if you need to with your hands and make sure the ankle is under the knee. Now, untuck the toes, keep your fingertips on the floor and push the chest forward. So let's be clear. So the spine is still long. Bring your hand onto your back. So yeah, there's no curve in the lumbar spine. It's long. Yeah, but once we come up from here, we are in a back bend, so we need to use support at the front body so that we don't overbend the back body. Move the chest forward and up, yeah, so that'll help create the length. Bring your right elbow to your knee, move the chest up and back. I'm going to keep saying that. Bring the left hand to the wrist, keep lifting. Okay, so still not much of a back bend. If that's enough for you, and if your thighs are already stretching, you're going to stay there. But otherwise, if you've got more in you, push your hands to your knee, lift the chest, and as you press back, yeah, we turn this more and more into a back bend. Roll those shoulders back, drop the tailbone. We add more and more stretch to the thigh, and then if you've got more, lace up your hands and go back further. Go up further. Yeah, chest is lifting. Chest is lifting. Shoulders are squeezing towards each other. Hips are forward. Take a breath. Good. Okay, we're going to reverse that. So slowly, we're coming forward. Elbow to the knee. Spine lengthening. Hands to the floor. Spine even longer. Plank pose. Spine very long, more symmetrical. And press back to dog pose. Take a breath. Be here with your back. Lengthen your spine. Feel your strength. Feel your sensitivity. Feel your curiosity. Pay attention. It's just like life. Yeah. We need to bring all sorts of ourselves, parts of ourselves, together as a whole. And let's bring the left foot forward. Right knee to the floor, fingers on the floor, untuck your toes, and again you're pushing forward. Chest is going forward. The spine is long in this lunge. At the beginning when the hands are on the floor, it's long. Lunging is a counterbalance for sitting, yeah? So what we're doing here is the opposite of what happens in the legs when we sit. Okay, bring your elbow to the knee, hand to the wrist. Feel the length. Lift the front body as you push back into a bit of a back bend. Well, it is a back bend, not a bit, it is a back bend. Roll the shoulders back, push the hips forward. Lift the chest, so go up with the chest and go down with the tailbone. Can you create that space? There's some things in yoga that we learn forever. We keep doing them and they become different. They evolve as your understanding evolves and as your body lengthens and strengthens. Okay, hands behind you, change the interlace, so that's the other little finger to the side, and lift. Push the hips forward and take those hands down. Be curious how this changes it. Find your strength, squeeze to the midline. If you were sitting at all yesterday, this is what you need to do today. Breathing in and breathing out and release. Okay, hands to the floor, and let's again find that length in dog pose. Hips high, hips going back, long spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, lift the heel, step the right leg forward. Left knee to the floor again. Untuck the toes. You're going to bring your thumb into the crease of the hip and anchor that right hip down. You're going to take your left arm up and feel that length on the left side of the body. So we need to lengthen the side body so that we can bend our back as efficiently as we can, as evenly as we can. And now take that right hand to the wrist and draw the left arm up. Draw the left side of the waist up. Press the hips forward. We're not particularly leaning over. We're just lengthening the left side of the body while we're lunging, while we're lengthening the left thigh. Take another breath. Tailbone down, chest lifts, navel back. And release. Step hands down, step back to plank. Breathe in here, tailbone down, navel lifts, and exhale, dog pose. Long spine, crease of the hips up and back. Left side now, lift the heels, look forward, step the left foot forward, right knee to the floor. Coming all the way up, drop the tailbone, lift the chest. Make sure the ankle is under the knee, the foot pressing evenly, and take the right arm up now. So now the right side of the body is going to lengthen a little more. Wow, what we didn't do. Bring the left thumb into the crease of the hips, drop it down. Now take the right arm up. Okay, keep the left hip down and take that left hand across and pull up that right side. Pull up that right side. Yeah, so not so much leaning over, but going up. Feel the symmetry in this asymmetrical pose. Take another breath. Good. And release. Hands to the floor. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, dog pose. Lengthen the spine. Crease of the hips up and back. Press the thighs back. Feel the length. And then lift the heels. This time you're going to step that right hand to the outside. No, the right foot to the outside of the right hand and bring the left knee down. Untuck the toes. Okay, so a little more now. So there's lots of options here. Push your chest forward and up, but I'd like you to bring your left foot off the floor now. And keep bringing it towards your bottom. Now if that's enough, you're going to stay there. Otherwise, you're taking the right hand around, grabbing the foot, squeezing it back into the buttocks and squaring the shoulders back to the front. And now press the hips forward again. Can you? It doesn't matter if the heel is not touching the buttocks, but if it is, keep it together as you go forward. Super duper thigh stretch. Take another breath. Keep the lift in the chest. And release. You're stepping back to plank, lift. And then dog pose, hips high, and move them back. So the more we can move the weight back into the legs, the lighter it is on our arms. And the legs are designed to hold you up much more than the arms are. Take another breath. And let's do that on the left side. Lift the heels, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, right knee down. Untuck the toes, press forward, lift the chest. Yeah, so don't sag here. Keep pushing the hands down to lift the chest. Hips go forward. And as we take the hips forward, lift that right foot off the floor. hips forward, chest lifts. So again, you can stay there. Otherwise, you're going to take your left hand around, grab the foot, squeeze it into your buttocks, and then square your shoulders back up and continue that forward action in the hips and the lift in the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Be curious. Don't get attached to the sensation. Notice that it will change. Take another breath. Release the foot if you've got it. You're heading back to dog pose through plank. Take a pause in plank. It's nice to develop the strength and find the length here. And then dog pose. Hips high. Crease of the hips backwards. Arms straight. Wrists squeezing towards each other. The instructions go on and on. Take a breath. Feel the length of your spine. That's what's important here. Take another breath. And then lift the heels and bring the knees all the way down to the floor. Okay. So let's create a little more length now on the side body before we do some more back bends. So kneel up, and I'd like you to keep your right knee where it is and take the left leg to a right angle. So the ankle is under the knee. And keep this knee where it is and lean across. No, keep this hip where it is. Lean across to the left. So the hip tends to come left, but you'll need to push that back slightly. And then lift the chest. Take the left hand and hold the ankle. Turn the navel to the right. Take a breath. And then let's take that right arm over by the ear and add a little more. So the right arm's reaching to the left, but the hips are pushing right. Chest lifts. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. Feel the length. Create more length. Return the right hand to the waist and push the hips to the right to come all the way up. And let's change sides. So left knee now under the left hip. Right leg at a right angle. Chest lifts, hips press forward and lean to the side. Really pay attention that you're not coming forward, but you're leaning to the side, and notice what that knee does. Keep it in place. Left shoulder comes back. And now the right hand is coming down to the front ankle if you can. Push those hips back to the left. Lift the chest. Hips press forward. And then take that left arm over by the ear. Extend through to the fingertips as you're pushing your hips left. Feel the length, feel the space. Really push that right foot down. Engage the buttocks. One more breath. And then return the hand to the waist. Push the hips left to come all the way up. Okay, let's feel that length in dog pose. Dog pose is it's this fantastic way of checking in. We continue to use it as reference. Hips high. Crease of the hips up and back, spine long. Check in with that. Don't be attached to getting the heels to the floor. Pay attention to the length of the spine. And let's come forward now. Push the chest forward. Bring the knees down to the floor if you need to, otherwise lower your whole body in a line. So that's the extended spine all the way to the floor. Okay, Salabhasana. Extend through the legs. You know what? Actually, let's lift the right leg and reach it away. Yeah, and then bring it down. And then lift the left leg and reach it away and bring it down. And as you push both feet down now, can you get the knees off the floor? The hips are down. We're going to do a few of these, so I really want to get the foundation right. The pubic bone's down. Tailbone is down. The navel is pulling back towards your spine. Your shoulders are lifting. Can you have a look at them? Lift them as much as you can and draw them away from your ears so your shoulder blades are going down your back. Now, we know that the neck bends already. So where this is not a neck bend, keep the neck long. Look at the tip of your nose. Push your hands down and lift your head, your shoulders, your chest, just a little bit. Imagine now that your hands, pushing down hands, are dragging to the back of your mat. Feel that extra lift. Don't bend your neck. Push your hips down. Push your feet down. Squeeze your elbows in. Feel the back muscles lengthen and strengthen. That's what we want. So that the back can carry us around all day long, open-hearted. Take a breath. Keep this dragging action all the way down. Bring your nose back to the floor. Okay, let's keep the action. So the knees are off the floor still. The legs are working. We're going to lace up the hands like we did in this lunge. The lunge a bit earlier, roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your palms together. If you can. If you can't, that's okay. Shoulders are lifted. And again, we're not bending the neck. Press your hips down. Lift your shoulders. Lift your chest. Lift your head. Slide your hands away. Pull the navel back. Lengthen and strengthen the back muscles. Looking at the tip of your nose, keep the legs engaged and come all the way down, tap the nose. Change the interlace so the other little finger goes to the outside and again lift, head up. Chest up, shoulders up, roll them back, slide them away. Chin keeps coming down, keep extending through the back of the neck, press the hands together. And then come down. Release the hands and let's find our way to pose of the child. Push the hands down. Knees are apart now, toes are touching. And slowly lengthen that spine. Head is hovering off the floor. Elbows are off the floor. Take another breath. And inhale, lift the head, walk the hands all the way back. Okay, we are almost ready for Shavasana. So you're going to lie on your back. Lift your hips slightly, tuck your buttocks under, and press your back to the floor. Good. Bring your right knee into your chest, and then take that knee a little bit to the right and draw it in a bit more. What are we doing? We're pushing the back flat. Yeah, so we're extending the back using the leg and the arms to help. Release the right leg. We're right on time today. And let's change sides. We're squeezing the left knee in. You're going to relax the thigh, relax the crease of the hip, take it across slightly. Draw it in a little bit more. Back is pressing down. Release that left leg and let's bring both legs in now. So the knees are apart and we're drawing down. Try not to let the sacrum curl off the floor. Yeah, keep the weight as low as you can in your back. Oh, it should feel fantastic. Okay, and release. Palms of the hand, heels of the hand and the top of the thighs. Just push those thighs away now. And then release. Okay. Tuck under. Let go of your legs. Turn your palms up. Wiggle around until you find this really sweet place that you can hold still. We begin with the body and then we encourage the mind to follow. And let me read to you. When we find ourselves hurrying or pressing others out of our way, we might ask ourselves exactly where we're going in such a rush. What are we running away from? And what are we running toward? Pause for a moment. Sit down and relax. Smell the air. Look around you. Take a deep breath in and press the breath out. This state of mind called yoga can't be found anywhere else but here. The moment opens itself for you. Will you step in? And let go of any stories that have come into your mind. Let go of controlling your breath. Let go of your expression. Soften your jaw now. Relax your lips. Swallow once and relax your throat. Let go of your arms. Just let them be. Relax the pit of the belly. Let go of your legs. Relax the legs all the way down to the feet, the tips of the toes. Relax everywhere. And feel that. Relax and feel. Keep it as simple as you can. Breathe more deeply now. Draw the breath all the way to the top of the chest. Exhaling completely. Check in with how you feel. Slowly move your fingers and toes. And as you inhale now, raise your right arm over your head out of the way, bend up your left knee and roll to the right side. Take a breath there. And then press yourself up with your arms. Join me in a seated position. Any seated position, lengthen your spine. And as you breathe in, bring your thumbs to your forehead. We acknowledge we choose our thoughts. Thumbs to the lips, we choose our words. Thumbs to the heart center, we choose how we feel. Namaste. Thank you so much for finding the time to join me today. I hope you feel fantastic. I hope your back feels great and you're ready now to manage whatever you need to do today. I look forward to seeing you again soon and continuing this theme of lengthening and bending your back. See you there.